Hi there. My name's Michelle, and I'm taking over the Childcare Director's Chair podcast.
So tell folks a little bit about yourself, what you do, what's your role.
I own 2 childcare facilities, and one's been open since 1999. The other we opened in 2018. We serve about 175 children between the 2 houses. And more recently, my business partner and I, we had an idea that we developed about 10 years ago, where we opened a teaching kitchen with a gut healing mission, as well as a workshop space and a marketplace, so that families could learn how to be confident in the kitchen again and support the health of their families from home.
Awesome. So you've owned a center for a long time. Lots of things have changed. What's your best advice to an owner who's just maybe starting out now?
Just starting out now, definitely look for the resources that OEC provides. There's a lot of support available when it comes to policy writing, handbook creating, all of the things that are the logistics and the backbone of your business. So there's a lot of availability now within the state of Connecticut that they've offered to create that support and really offer templates so that you can adjust things to personalize it for your own.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't live in Connecticut, there are lots of resources. There's SCORE. There's your local SBA, but definitely getting, like you said, that business backbone.
Yeah, SBA is huge too.
Yeah, and if you've been in the business for a long time, there's a really great program too called 10,000 Small Business, which is run by Goldman Sachs and Paxton College, which is everything from like refreshing your business plan to how to market, working with insurance agents, avoiding lawsuits. So yeah, because so many of us come from the background of education.
Well, that was
and
me.
don't
Yeah.
have
I've never taken a business class in my life.
So I'm actually the opposite of most folks. So I started from the business aspect. Then I had a kid, and I was like, I'm not sending my kid with people I did not know.
Right.
So here I am now in the childcare business many years later. But my experience has been many educators just have a passion for it, have a vision. They want to just do what is their vision instead of working for other people, which is, awesome.
Yep.
So what would you say your biggest challenge has been over the last 4 years?
The last 4 years, I'd say the biggest challenge has really been creating culture, creating a real community culture within our house. As far as not even just, family engagement, but also staff, and making sure that they're feeling supported as well, because as long as we're supporting them, if they can readily support the little children, then families that require, our care and our support. So it has been a focus of ours for several years now, and really finding ways to, what's the term? It's cast the transaction. So it's like that families walk away with, things that they've learned from bargaining and/or friends that they've gained in that spouse, as well as our teachers who, might not necessarily be in it for a career. Maybe they're in school, and maybe it's a stepping stone to another field that they'd like to work in. We'd still like them to leave with skills as well. And what we've done, we've collaborated with our local bank to talk to them about budgeting and investing and the big things they offer. Programs, if you open an account, they can give you some money up front for that. So we coordinated with them. We've also brought in clients that are financial advisors, so that, you talked to me when I was 22 years old about investing. I'm like, all right, whatever. But at least the knowledge is there, and there are people that do have that interest. And the other piece too is continuing their growth and their journey. Whether it be, they're training or working in special education, or they want to do something else within the field of working with children, offering resources in there as well.
Yeah, I think that's really important. I would say right now, more than ever, we have such multi-generational staff, right? So how has that been something that you've been able to navigate? If so, maybe how?
It's an interesting question. So
we're living it with you. We're living it with you.
I really do enjoy growth in general. And I enjoy reflecting on, they have all the Gen X and the Gen Z and the millennial and so on and so forth. And they all have their quirks. But I think that each each of them have value to bring to the table. And no matter if it's triggering for you or not, it's really a matter of stepping outside your own ego to really embrace what they're trying to share so that you can share what you want to share. But the part about multi-generational staff is, and especially as education changes because of great research and because of all the things that we've learned that are now, that some of the practices from 20 years ago are outdated. But it's hard to get some people to move in that direction. So the fact that I have been in this industry for a while, I can say, hey, but this is important and this is what we need to do.
We were just, before you came on the podcast, you were talking about books. And I was talking about books that have been banned in my city. And one of those was like, Are You My Mother by Dr. Seuss. And I was very perplexed. I'm like, why? But I'm sure there was some reason behind it. But it's, how are we integrating, new perspectives, new best practice without losing our traditions? And, what to me, it feels like, the classics, and those are great books. So it's a balance. Yeah, it's definitely a balance.
For sure.
Yeah. So before we wrap it up, maybe one piece of advice you would leave for a director listening to our show today.
It's not easy. It's easy some advice. Empathy. Coming to the table every day with empathy and compassion is really going to open doors when it comes to communicating with families and teachers and children. So the whole loop that is required to provide the best environment for children is really going to be about, it's not about you. It's, it's about how you can integrate everybody together. And that's what's going to give the most nourishing environment for a child so that they feel safe to take those risks later on when it's time for them to really, fly forward.
Yeah. So tell folks, what are they listening to?
They are listening to the Childcare Director's Chair podcast.
All right.
Erica.
Great job.
Thank you.